Hey mathematicians, I want us to talk about how we can compose and decompose numbers up to 1200. You've gotten really good at being able to compose and decompose them up to 999. So now I want us to take it one step further. So when I'm doing my place value song, I can think I've got my ones, my tens, my hundreds, and thousands. I'm moving on up to the thousands. So I know that it takes 10 ones to be a 10 stick. It takes 10 sticks to be 100. So what do you think it takes to be 1,000? 10 hundreds make 1,000. So 1,000 is actually 10 hundreds. So let's make a number with the thousands. Let's see, 1,123. So if I look at 1,123, I have 1,000, 100, 2 tens, and 3 ones. But I've learned that I can decompose that number in different ways. So I could take my thousands cube and break that up. And now I have 10 tens. So now I actually have 10 tens and one more 10. I have 11 tens. Let me pick up my pencil here. I have 11 tens. 11 hundreds, sorry, 11 hundreds, 2 tens, and 3 ones. That was an ugly 3. Now, I still have 1,123, even though I put all those apart, right? I could do that a different way. Put them back together. Now I have 1,123, or I could decompose it a different way. So what if instead I decided to break up the 100? I could break up my 100. So now I have 1,000. I have 10, 11, 12 tens, 12 tens, and I have 3 ones. So 1,000, 12 tens, and 3 ones. That still makes 1,123, even though I'm decomposing it in a different way. It looks differently. Okay, let's try another number. Let's see, let me hide this so I can see what I'm doing here. Oh, I still have the eraser and I hid my tools. All right, you try one while I'm working on this. I want you to try the number 1,154. Try 1,154 for me. All right, I'm going to get out of this and come back to it because it's not letting me have my tools back. All right, so let's try that number again. All right, so I have 1,000. Oops, hang on. 154. Is this what your number? Is this what you drew on your paper? Now let me show you. When you're drawing the cube, it's kind of tricky as a drawing. You know, we've talked about Circle's computer just does not want to play nice. Okay, we've talked about when you're drawing the cube, this is how you draw a cube. I just draw a square. Then I put my pencil right in the middle of the square and I make another square. And then I just connect the squares, and that's how you draw a cube. Okay, so if I'm going to draw this, I would have drawn 1,100. Remember, we just draw a square. And for my tens, I just draw sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we would just draw 5 little circles if I were drawing the pictorial model of that. So I have 1,000, 100, 5 tens, and oh, this is 55, and 5 ones. All right. Now I can decompose that some different ways. All right. I might want to decompose that by breaking up the 100. So now I have 1,000. I don't have, let me erase that. I don't have any more hundreds. So now I have to turn that into 10 tens. So I'm going to have to draw 10 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so now I have 1,000, I have 15 tens, and I have 5 ones, but I still have 1,155. All right, so I want you to practice doing one on your own now. In your journal, I want you to draw the number I'm going to pick up the pencil first before I draw it. I want you to draw the number 1,124. Draw that in your journal for me real quickly. You can pause the video and draw it real quickly and come back to it. All right, so let's see if you drew it like this. Did you draw 1,000 cube? So remember, to draw a cube, you draw a square. You draw another square in the middle of it. And then you just connect the squares. That makes your cube for 1,000. And then I have 100. So I'm going to draw 1 square, 2 tens, 10, 20, and 4 ones. 1, 2. I always draw circles instead of dots because sometimes if you draw dots, it's hard to see what you drew. 1,124. Now that you have that, see if you can decompose that in a different way. Okay, let's see. What if I broke up my tens and made them ones? I could do that, right? So I'm going to take one of my tens and I'm going to erase it. And now I'm going to make it ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, Mr. Strickland's hand's getting tired. 9, 10. All right, so I have 10. So now I would have 1,000, 100, 110, but I have 14 ones. So that's a different way to do that. So today I want you to keep practicing. If you want to, you can build it first on Brain & Camp, and then you can write your own. Keep practicing composing and decomposing numbers up to 1,200, and then you're going to have an activity to do on Seesaw. All right, I look forward to seeing your great work. And if you're having trouble, ask your teacher.